Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
I got pregnant by a billionaire. My family kicked me out. I am bound by his contract. I surrendered everything but his illegitimate child. He underestimates me. Little does he know that my child is my weapon for revenge. I'm Amelia, and this is my story.
Amelia was naked in bed when a group of armed guards entered her room. She had spent the night with an exotic stranger, but never thought her morning would look straight out of a spy movie.
Sweep the entire space. Now check for weapons, hidden recording devices, and go through all of the ladies' belongings.
Amelia was shocked. Last night was a blur. Amelia's sister had drugged her, making her lose all control, and she ended up sleeping with a stranger. Her body ached as she pulled her sheets closer to cover herself. A man in a suit came to stand in front of her.
Who are you people? And where is the man I spent the night with? I want to speak with him right now.
I'm Cortez. I'm an attorney. My client, he's already boarded a jet. He's on his way to an important meeting.
Amelia was devastated. Not only had the mystery man taken her virginity last night, he had also stripped her of her innocence.
Your client? I don't even know his name. We just met last night and...
Good! Then my client didn't want to share his name with a street rat.
The lawyer slid a paper over towards Amelia.
Please sign this NDA stating you won't attempt to defame or blackmail my client. Be quick, we don't have all day.
A single tear fell onto the document as Amelia signed it. How was she supposed to defame a man whose name she didn't even know?
Tell your client he disgusts me. I'll never forgive him for treating me like this. If he ever comes near me again, I'll destroy him.
However, little did Amelia know that her entire life had changed the minute she decided to sleep with a stranger. 2 months later, Amelia tried her best to move on from the incident. She started dating her childhood best friend Charles, turning over a new leaf of hope. She was finally happy. But all her dreams came crashing down when Amelia fainted and Charles rushed her to the doctors.
Doctor, no, there's no way. She can't be pregnant. We've never even done anything. This isn't real, right?
Amelia could barely look at Charles. She had broken the heart of the one man who truly loved her. How would she live with herself? But she had no idea how her father was about to react to the news.
Are you seriously telling me you don't even know the name of the father?
Dad, it was on my birthday. Sophie had drugged me. I had no idea what I was doing until the very next morning.
I don't care. This bastard child will not ruin my reputation. I have strong chances in this next mayoral race. You are going to abort this child right away.
I'm not going to abort my child, Dad. You can't make me do this. It's my choice.
Then you can give birth to your child on the streets, because you will not have my support for this bastard.
Amelia had already made up her mind. It was a tough decision, but she had to leave her family and her love, Charles, behind. Without anyone to support her, she only had one person to turn to. The attorney, Mr. Cortez.
I don't expect your client to step in and help me out, but I thought he should know that he's going to be a father.
Miss Rivera, my client, would like to financially support your child. He's made sure to cover everything: the birth, an education stipend, and a living allowance. You just have to sign this contract.
Amelia's brows furrowed as she contemplated the offer. Why was that man being so generous now? This was suspicious.
What's the catch? There has to be one.
The attorney smirked as he leaned back in his chair.
If at any point in the next 18 years, my client decides he wants to be present in the child's life, you agree to grant him immediate shared custody. And you, along with the child, must reside in my client's home.
Amelia was shocked. Why would the stranger not even tell Amelia his name, but want the option of coming back into their lives anytime he wanted? One thing was for sure. Amelia wanted to make his life hell. With a glint in her eye, she grabbed a pen.
You've got yourself a deal, because I hope he does come crawling back into his kid's life one day. He's going to regret it, because I will absolutely make his life a living hell.
What was the identity of the stranger Amelia slept with? Will signing this contract lead her into trouble? Or will she successfully make the mystery man's life hell if he tries to come back? Amelia half expected her child's father to show up the day she gave birth to her healthy baby boy, Max Rivera, but 6 years passed, and he never did. But fate had a twisted sense of humor because just when she thought she was free of him, life had other plans. Over time, Amelia forgot about him, and she built a simple but fulfilling life with Max, her son, and now 5. Cut off by her father, she stayed in Miami, juggling college, single motherhood, and an internship until she earned a modern languages degree. After work, she dismissed the babysitter and found Max glued to CNN. Of course, her kid watched military spending reports for fun. Shaking her head, she tossed a pillow at him, grinning as he lit up.
Mom, you're home!
She plopped down beside him.
Max, let's switch to something more age-appropriate.
He didn't look away.
I'm talking about you, smarty pants.
She snatched the remote.
Hey!
Look! Funny pet videos!
Amelia laughed at a dancing parrot.
Mom, this is for babies.
Nothing humbled her more than being roasted by a 5-year-old. She tickled him until he giggled.
Give your poor mom a break. After a long day, I need tiny cats bullying big dogs.
Max rolled his eyes, but surrendered. He loved teasing his mom, but he loved her even more. For 5 years, it had been the two of them against the world. A notification buzzed on Amelia's phone.
Oh shoot! The food delivery's here.
You ordered ramen?
Your favorite!
She grabbed her hoodie.
Stay here and don't open the door for anyone, okay?
Amelia had no idea that just a rundown to get takeout would change her entire life. As she stepped out, Max called after her.
If the delivery guy is handsome, ask him to be your boyfriend. Free takeout for life!
Amelia shook her head. This kid was obsessed with 2 things, food and her love life, the latter of which didn't exist. She hopped into the elevator, but the moment the door shut, it jolted and went dark.
No!
Frantic, she hit every button. The call box was dead. Her phone had no signal.
Hello? I'm in the elevator. Can anyone hear me?
10 agonizing minutes passed. Then another 10. Panic rose in her chest. Max would be scared. Finally, the elevator hummed back to life, and she bolted to her apartment.
Max, baby? I'm so sorry. Mom is back.
Silence. Her stomach dropped.
Max?
She checked his bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, even the closets. Nothing. Dread shot through her.
Max, if you're hiding, come out. This isn't funny.
Rushing into the hallway, she nearly collided with her neighbor.
Wanda, have you seen Max?
Oh, you're here. I just saw Max get into a black car. I assumed you were with him.
Oh my God, Max!
Fearing her son had been abducted, Amelia bolted out of the building. When Amelia reached the street, hitched. 4 black luxury cars were lined up in front of her building, their tinted windows too dark to see inside. Panic surged as she ran to the closest one and pounded on the door.
Max! Max, baby!
Before she could bang again, a hand landed on her shoulder, and a familiar voice spoke behind her.
It's okay, Miss Rivera. Max is with us.
She spun around, her heart hammering, and found herself face to face with a man she never expected to see again. Mr. Cortez, the last person she wanted to deal with, her least favorite lawyer. Her fear turned to fury.
Where is my son?
Mr. Cortez held his ground, arms crossed.
Your son is safe, Miss Rivera. I promise.
Amelia barely heard him. Her focus was singular.
Where is Max?
The lawyer nodded toward the middle car.
He's inside, with his father.
Everything around her stilled.
I'm sorry? Did you just say his father?
Her blood roared in her ears. She charged toward the limo, but a wall of bodyguards closed ranks in front of her.
Miss, please step back.
One of them said evenly.
We can't allow you to approach until you calm down.
Calm down?
Amelia seethed.
He can't just take my child!
Her mind spiraled. She had imagined Max's father showing up one day, mostly so she could slap the bastard and finally settle the score from 6 years ago, but never had she pictured this. The worst part was, the bastard had her son trapped in a car, and she still had no clue who the hell this man was. Little did she know his true identity would be something beyond her wildest dreams. A man with Spanish features sat in the back of a limousine, staring at Max Rivera, who glared back in defiance. Dressed sharply in a navy suit, the man furrowed his brow and turned to his assistant, Victor.
What's wrong with the kid?
Victor hesitated.
He bit the guard who carried him.
The man smirked.
Good. Serves him right for not following my instructions. I told you to invite the boy and his mother, not abduct them.
Max interrupted.
Then let me go back to my mom. She'll be mad if I'm not in the apartment when she comes back. And you don't want to see my mom mad, mister.
Javier softened his tone.
Listen, Max. No one here means you harm. I'm afraid we got off to a bad start. I am Javier, and this is Victor, my assistant. You'll be reunited with your mother soon.
Javier glanced at Victor, then asked,
What can you tell me about your father?
Max shrugged.
Oh, my dad? He's dead.
Javier's face darkened. Then he cleared his throat.
What if I told you I'm your father?
Max studied him.
So, are you a ghost?
An exasperated sigh left Javier's mouth.
No, not a ghost. Wouldn't you like to have a father who's alive? How about you come and spend some time with me? My house has a pool, a basketball court, and there's even a horse stable. Do you like horses?
Max looked at his so-called father, intrigued.
Does your TV get CNN?
Victor interrupted with a chuckle.
Sorry, I think the boy meant CN, the Cartoon Network.
Max flatly corrected him.
No, CNN. Cable news.
Impressed, Javier lifted a brow.
Smart boy. I have over a dozen TVs, all equipped with more than 50 international news channels.
Max sat back, dropping his guard.
Your house does sound cool, but my mom would be sad if I went somewhere cool without her. Can she come too?
Before Javier could answer, a member of his staff popped into the car.
Sir, there's a situation. The VP has requested an emergency video call.
Javier grunted in disappointment.
Very well. I'll take the town car back to the office and leave this one here.
He turned to Max with an apologetic grin.
I'm sorry I have to run, but I look forward to spending more time with you, Max.
An unknown emotion flickered in Javier's eyes. Something bittersweet, but hopeful.
Goodbye.
Meanwhile, as Javier hopped into a town car that sped away, Amelia was ushered into the limo and reunited with her son.
Max, thank God you're okay. I'm so sorry, sweetie. The elevator got stuck again, and when I got back...
She was relieved to see him unharmed. Max took her hand.
Mom, it's okay. I'm all right.
Victor, still perched in a corner of the limo, spoke up.
Ms. Rivera, on behalf of my boss and myself, we apologize for the misunderstanding. We didn't mean to cause any distress.
Amelia shot him a glare.
Is your boss crazy? Where is he?
She was furious that the man had managed to slip away before she could confront him.
Miss Rivera, unfortunately my boss had to attend to an urgent matter, but he's invited you and Max to join him for dinner tonight. His driver can take you both to his estate now if you'll allow it.
Victor offered a nervous smile, unsure if she would agree to see Javier. With a sharp glint in her eyes, Amelia replied,
I will absolutely join your boss for dinner. Tell him I can't wait.
She needed answers, and she'd make it clear that no one was taking her son without a fight. Max leaned in and whispered in her ear,
Mom, the man that was here before, he said he's my dad.
Amelia's heart tightened. This was not the conversation she expected.
It's a complicated story. The short answer is yes, he is. But I'll explain later, okay?
Max nodded, clearly processing the information. Amelia cursed the man silently for revealing their son's paternity so carelessly. The limo drove toward Javier's home, and when they crossed a bridge leading to a private island estate, Amelia's jaw dropped.
Max's father lives here.
She had guessed the man was wealthy, but she hadn't expected private island rich. The car pulled up to a grand Spanish-style villa, surrounded by palm trees and lush greenery. Max's eyes widened.
Whoa, is this a house or a hotel?
A member of the staff led Amelia down a long corridor to a lavish suite.
Please make yourself comfortable here, Miss Rivera.
The attendant said politely.
You can wait here until you're called for dinner.
Amelia nodded absent-mindedly. At 800, Mr. Grant arrived to fetch Amelia for dinner while Max was asleep. The butler led Amelia to the formal dining room, softly lit with candlelight. Just as she took a glass of wine to calm her nerves, a maid informed her that Javier would join her shortly.
Of course he makes me wait again.
Footsteps echoed outside the dining room, making her heart race. The door swung open, and there, standing in the doorway, was a tall, striking figure with a commanding presence. Amelia's breath hitched when he stepped into view.
It is you.
Amelia stood frozen, her heart racing as she took in Javier's face, sculpted, suave, and now even more alluring. It irked her that someone so vile could look this good. While she fought a flood of emotions that swelled inside, Javier's piercing dark eyes took in all of her and were struck by the sight. Her soft olive skin and chestnut hair were radiant in the glow of the candlelight. She was just as pretty as the night they met. Javier took a step closer.
Hello, Amelia.
His voice, smooth and familiar, hit her like a wave. She fought to suppress the flood of emotions.
Tell me, how have you been?
His question was maddening. 6 years of resentment, and now he was asking how she'd been. Without thinking, Amelia's hand shot up and struck him across the face. The sound of the slap echoed through the room. Javier's eyes darkened. Before she could react, bodyguards pinned her to the wall. Javier's head of security turned to him.
Your Royal Highness, are you okay?
Javier growled, annoyed.
I'm fine. She's fine. Leave us.
Your Highness, any potential threat to the crown must...
Growing impatient, Javier cut the man off.
I said leave us.
The guards retreated, and Amelia, still furious, demanded,
Who the hell are you? Why did that man refer to you as Your Highness?
Javier licked a small cut on his lip and smirked.
I am Javier Calderon, the Crown Prince of Spain.
You expect me to believe you're a prince? Stop playing games with me.
Amelia stepped toward Javier, but he raised a warning hand.
Don't. The first slap was free. Hit me again, and I'll take it as flirting.
No one had ever dared strike the prince. Always surrounded by sycophants, he found Amelia's defiance both shocking and fascinating.
Get over yourself,
she snapped.
Tell me who you really are.
Javier sat, feigning boredom.
You have a phone. Google it.
Skeptical, she searched for the current Prince of Spain. Dozens of articles confirmed it. Javier Calderon, Prince of Spain. Her head spun. His lips curled into a sly smile.
If you bow, I might pardon you for striking royalty.
I'd sooner slap you again.
She narrowed her eyes.
If you're Spanish royalty, Why are you in America? Exiled for being too smug?
His gaze darkened.
I'm leading a defense project and serving as an ambassador.
Amelia steadied herself.
Okay, Prince Calderon, what do you want? Why show up now?
He straightened.
Quite simply, I want my son. He should live with me.
Amelia shot up, lioness instincts flaring.
You have no right. You abandoned him, and now you want to waltz in and wreck his life again?
Javier stepped closer, voice grave.
I didn't abandon him until last week. I didn't know Max existed.
He held her gaze.
We are both victims of a conspiracy.
Amelia searched his face.
That doesn't make sense. You pay child support every month.
Someone does, but not me.
But I met with your lawyer.
Javier chuckled darkly.
Cortez was following another master's orders. I was never told you were pregnant. I never agreed to that contract.
Silence hung between them. Amelia wanted to dismiss his words, but doubt crept in. Staring at the floor, she asked, voice quiet.
If you had known 6 years ago, what would you have done?
Javier exhaled.
I was in a different place back then. But I'd like to believe I'd have done what I'm doing now.
Amelia's stomach clenched.
Is my son safe? Who would go to all this trouble?
It's all over, and Max is safe now.
Javier knew exactly who was behind it, but kept it to himself. As dinner was served, Amelia processed the night's revelations. After another glass of wine, she finally spoke.
Crown Prince Calderon.
Just Javier, please.
She straightened.
Javier, if this conspiracy is real, it's unfortunate we got tangled in it. But Max is all I have. You have everything. Just look at this place. I won't let you take him from me.
Javier leaned back.
Technically, both you and Max are contractually obligated to move in with me. But I'm reasonable. I won't force you. Max, however, will be moving in.
Amelia shot up.
You can't remove a child from the only home he's known.
You had him to yourself for 5 years. It's my turn.
Her resentment boiled.
Maybe lost time is your karma for seducing a girl on her birthday and ditching her the next morning.
Javier's jaw clenched. He didn't respond. She pressed on.
You can't just call the shots because you're a prince.
Kids adapt. His life will be better here. Your apartment is a death trap. Remember that elevator? My men accessed your place in minutes.
She rolled her eyes.
Abducting your own son isn't a flex.
It proves it's not safe. I have world-class chefs, top doctors, a real yard, security. Don't pretend he'd be better off in that shabby building.
She hated his arrogance, but his resources were undeniable. Still, she couldn't trust him completely.
I know you can give Max the best, and he deserves that. But I can't send him to live with a stranger unsupervised.
A smirk crossed his face.
Stranger, we know each other intimately.
She blushed despite herself. He grinned.
But I agree with you, let's do that.
She knew something was off when he agreed with her.
Wait, do what?
Javier sat back and crossed his legs.
You'll only let Max live here if you move in too. Fine. I want my son in a 2-parent household anyway.
That certainly was not what she meant.
You're twisting my words around.
His smirk deepened.
Didn't you say Max deserves the best? Then what's the problem, Amelia?
She exhaled sharply. He had backed her into a corner. If Max were to live here, she had to as well. But she had terms.
His Royal Highness's estate is significantly far from my internship. So if I am to make my stay here work, I will need access to one of your chauffeurs.
A glint appeared in Javier's eyes.
Are we setting terms? How thrilling. Sure, you can use the cars.
Amelia tightened her gaze on him.
And I want you to stop stalking me.
Javier groaned.
In my industry, that's not stalking, it's called gathering intel, but fine. I wouldn't want my son's mother to be uncomfortable.
And I want my room in a private wing, preferably far from yours.
Javier tilted his head, amused.
You know, the contract requires you to share my bed. I think that's one term I'd like to enforce.
Amelia's fury ignited.
I'd rather die than share your bed. I'm not some harem girl you can handcuff to your headboard.
Javier smirked.
Who said anything about handcuffs? Such a dirty mind.
Her patience snapped. He had twisted her words all night. forcing her into this arrangement. And now he thought he could negotiate her into his bed? She'd made that mistake once, and it had cost her everything. Never again. She raised her hand, ready to slap him, then noticed the smug grin on his face.
Relax,
He said, flashing perfect teeth.
The girl I remember could take a joke.
Her stomach clenched.
That girl had to raise a child alone after being abandoned by her family thanks to you. Try enduring 6 years of that and see if your humor stays intact.
She turned on her heel and stormed for the door.
Amelia, wait.
She paused, barely restraining her frustration.
For Max's safety, my identity as his father must be kept secret. I have enemies. If word gets out, he could become a target. No one can know. Not your family, not your friends.
Amelia's heart clenched. It hurt to think Max would have to hide the truth, but his safety came first.
You don't have to explain. I understand.
Javier nodded.
Good night, Amelia. It was good to see you again.
She shot him a disinterested look and walked out. Javier watched her go, a slow smile forming. The only woman who had dared to strike him was now living under his roof. He had a lot to make up for. He only hoped she'd let him. Javier was back to claim what was his, but Amelia had no intention of making it easy for him. A week passed since Amelia and Max moved into Javier's estate, but it still felt surreal. Days ago, she had to choose between groceries at the supermarket, putting back her own shampoo to afford Max's. Now she was in a villa with a staff catering to her needs. She dreaded running into Javier. To her relief, he had been away all week on business. She entered her bedroom and sat at her desk in the annex office, trying to catch up on work. Balancing the move and her internship as a translator with Miami's Council of Foreign Affairs had been tough. The next day, Amelia's office buzzed with tension. The High Commissioner of Foreign Affairs was meeting Mexico's Prime Minister, and even as an intern, Amelia couldn't afford mistakes. When the sleek cars arrived, she straightened, exchanging a glance with her best friend, Faith. As the Prime Minister stepped out with his entourage, a familiar face caught her eye. Her breath hitched. Charles Dawson, the man she had once loved and left behind. He looked even more distinguished than she remembered. When their eyes met, his expression darkened before she quickly looked away. Faith nudged her.
Girl, that was totally your ex. When I heard the news, I didn't think he'd still be this hot. Damn!
Still stunned, Amelia turned.
What news?
Faith smirked.
Charles just moved back from the East Coast. You two are going to see a lot of each other.
Amelia's heart pounded. She wasn't sure if fate was being cruel or giving her a second chance. Either way, she wasn't ready for it.
I still can't believe your dreamy ex is here. Now that you know he's back, what are you going to do about it?
Amelia barely heard Faith, lost in thought as she absent-mindedly poked at her key lime pie. Faith waved a hand in front of her.
Hello? Earth to Amelia?
Amelia blinked.
Sorry, what?
Faith leaned in.
You've been a total space cadet today. Oh my God, are you seeing someone? Spill. Who is he?
Amelia rolled her eyes.
There is no he. If I was, you'd be the first to know.
Faith smirked.
Do you still have feelings for Charles?
Amelia sighed.
He's a big shot now. He nailed that UN internship, and you saw him in that suit. If he's not taken, there's a line of girls waiting.
Faith narrowed her eyes.
That didn't answer my question.
Amelia exhaled.
Even if I did, my situation has changed. He deserves someone without baggage.
Faith flicked her forehead.
Hey, my godson is the cutest 5-year-old ever. Any man would be lucky to be his stepdad.
She stabbed her lasagna.
But I'd still love to find Max's real dad and beat him to a pulp for ruining your relationship with Charles.
I'd love to see that.
Amelia muttered, suppressing a smile. She could only imagine Faith's reaction when she found out the man she wanted to murder was a Mediterranean prince. Faith suddenly grabbed her hand and squealed.
Javier Calderon.
Amelia froze.
What? Why did you say that?
Girl, you don't know about Spain's hot young prince?
Amelia's pulse raced. Did Faith know?
Why are we talking about the Spanish monarchy?
The prince just moved to Miami as an ambassador.
Faith said, stealing a bite of pie.
And he's the guest of honor at our gala tonight. Can you believe we're about to meet a real-life prince?
Amelia exhaled in relief.
I don't care much about monarchies.
Faith grinned.
But Prince Javier isn't just any royal. Have you seen his speeches? He's gorgeous, which means he'll be even hotter in person.
He's more arrogant in person too.
Amelia muttered. Luckily, Faith interrupted her spiraling thoughts.
What are you wearing to the gala?
Amelia shrugged.
Since it's a work event, I figured slacks and a blazer.
Faith smacked the table.
Slacks? Did you not hear me? Hot foreign royals will be there. And more importantly, so will Charles.
Amelia hesitated. She had planned to fade into the background, but the thought of running into Charles made her stomach flutter. Faith pressed on.
You must dress to impress, and I have the perfect outfit for you.
Faith was not lying when she promised the dress would look amazing on Amelia. Amelia arrived at the gala in a stunning midnight blue gown, the neckline more revealing than she was used to. Thanks to Faith's persuasion, she wore it anyway. Standing at the sidelines, she scanned the crowd for Charles, her heart racing. For the first time in a long time, she felt confident. She wanted to be seen. A sudden buzz filled the room. The prince is here, someone whispered. Amelia's eyes followed the swarm of paparazzi to Prince Javier Calderón. It was surreal watching the man she knew as Max's father, idolized by the masses. How did a nobody like her end up in his orbit? She thought back to the South Beach nightclub 6 years ago. Their first meeting. The instant connection. Snapping back to the present, where her eyes were yet again locked on the prince, she'd never seen him in a tux before. She hated to admit it, he made for a dashing and debonair sight. How criminal for a man so vexing to look that good in a tux, she thought, and immediately got hit by the reality. She shook the thought away. Don't be so stupid as to romanticize him, Amelia. The man is royalty. He's light years out of your league. Just then, Faith scurried up to her side, giddy over the sight of the prince. Amelia whispered to her friend, "Stop ogling the man. We're here as professionals to work," she joked. As Javier approached, Amelia felt her body tense up, unsure what a public interaction between them should look like. Does she ignore him? Say hi? Oh no. What if he says hi to me and Faith instantly clocks the resemblance between Max and his father and figures out her secret? Amelia's fears and paranoia were instantly dispelled when the prince walked right past her without glancing in her direction. While Amelia was relieved by this, Faith, on the other hand, was deflated when the romance she scripted didn't play out in reality. On that note, Faith left Amelia to report to her work post. The night was shaping up to be less eventful than Amelia had anticipated. But she had no idea. Her night was about to witness the type of drama that she never thought she'd see. Amelia took a break from her translator duties to grab a drink at the bar. When she turned around, she found herself standing face to face with the man she'd been eagerly looking for all night, Charles. The second their eyes met, both their hearts stopped. Both of them stood frozen in awkward silence. Finally, Charles broke the silence.
Hey.
He managed to say through his love-struck daze. Amelia smiled.
Hey! Yourself!
Charles laughed nervously.
You used to be more eloquent than this.
She chuckled.
Yeah. If you got us in the same room, you couldn't get us to shut up until we started dating. Then our mouths were occupied with other things.
She stopped herself.
Sorry. I made it awkward.
He shook his head.
It's okay.
He smiled, gazing into her eyes.
You look very beautiful in that dress.
Warmth spread through her body.
Thank you. It's Faith's. It shows more skin than I'm used to,
she said, struggling to think of a conversation. Everything she said came out dumber than it sounded in her head. She took a deep breath and tried again.
You look great too. New York has been good to you.
Both their minds swirled with 1,000 things they wanted to say, but couldn't. But they were interrupted when a familiar female voice called out.
There you are, Charles. Found you!
Amelia tensed. She knew that voice. Sure enough, when she turned, she saw her half-sister, Sophie, bound up to Charles. What happened next nearly made Amelia's soul leave her body. Sophie cozied up to Charles and wrapped her arm around his waist. Amelia could hear her chest pounding in her ears and a knot materialized in her stomach.
Wait, Is Charles dating my sister?
To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next 1 minute to get free access to 29 episodes of The Royal Accident. Hurry before the offer disappears. Install the Pocket FM app and enjoy the free episodes now.
Pocket FM. To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.